Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Okay, I think there will be more reviews this session. There, more reviews. Alright. So, pull requests. Okay, it looks like that Thompson's is spamming a lot of reviews here. Yeah. Okay, before we get to Thompson's reviews, let's first look into this one here. Yesterday in our talk, we figured that we need this guy to properly look at CSC values for replays on runtime, right? When playing back replays, the game checks the CSC stored in the replay with the CSC calculated from memory. When a mismatch occurs, the game warns the user about it, or at least until the message was commented out. Patch 1.01. Integrated changes from Matt. Since we don't seem to have any visible desyncs when replaying games, but get this warning virtually every replay, the assumption is our CSC checking is faulty. Since we are at the tail end of patch season, let's just disable the message and hope the users believe the problem is yeah, let's hope the mismatch problem is fixed. This pull request re-enables that message and fixes the underlying issue, which is actually two issues. In multiplayer, not in single player games, the first message logic CSC matches somehow doesn't make it through the network. It's probably because the network isn't set up yet on frame 0, but I'm not sure. To fix this, we ignore the CSC on frame 0 when replaying a multiplayer game. Okay? Now, when replaying a multiplayer game, note that the code for this fix was already there but commented out. Chris just didn't figure out that this is necessary only for multiplayer. When restarting a replay, press escape, select restart. The command buffer needs to be cleared. Otherwise, the CSC desyncs because one CSC message from the old game is passed to the restart game. With those two issues fixed, the CSC seems very reliable. I played back multiple long replays that were played on 1.04 on the release build and found no wrong CSC mismatch. Admittedly, this fix isn't much use for the player, but my hope is that we can check replays with this fix to check for regressions and compatibility automatically. Yeah. Change list. Fix show warning when player replay synchronization is lost. Okay, yeah, this looks very good. Okay. Then let's see if we understand what he did here. For some strange reason, the CSC in the replay isn't saved for the first frame it is generated on. Instead, our CSC message that is received from ourselves is saved to the replay as the game is played. Our CSC message that is received from ourselves is saved to the replay. The CSC in the replay isn't saved for the first frame it is generated on. I don't understand. Instead, our CSC message that is received from ourselves is saved to the replay as the game is played. Does this mean, I'm confused by this wording. Does this mean that when we play back the replay, we modify the replay? I don't understand. Let me read that again. The CSC in the replay isn't safe for the frame it is generated on. The CSC in the replay isn't saved for the frame it is generated on. Instead, our CSC message that is received from ourselves is saved to the replay as the game is played. I don't understand this. Either I'm retarded or this is just super confusingly written. I don't get it. I don't get it. That message is a few frames late. In order to check the CSC at playback time, we need to queue up our local CSCs so that we can check it with the CSC messages that come later. Okay, let me. I found this description in the description in the change was much simpler to understand than this. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm very tired right now. CSC info. Okay, so he passes a local player and is multiplayer. Okay. Get queue size. Okay, my first comment here is const. Local player. Okay. Skip one. False. Not is multiplayer. Skipped one. Why is this a big ass true here? Or what is this? I don't know. What is this skip one thingy? Bool is bool. True. Okay. Well, I guess they used capital true because of this capital false here. Okay, then let's not bother with this. Make another pass to remove that. In multiplayer, the first message logic CSC message somehow doesn't make it through the network. It is probably because the network is not set up yet on frame 0, but I am not sure. So we also do not queue up the first local CSC message. Otherwise, the CSC messages wouldn't match up anymore and we would desync immediately during playback. Okay. Okay. Please do not use I in comments. The next reader, please do not use I in comments. Use neutral, use person independent writing, like, yeah, person independent. Multiplayer, the first message. So I would just write it like this. This perhaps happens because the network is not yet set up on frame 0. Please please prepend your comments, your code comments with at info Helmut, yeah. Dot dot dot. Please prepend your information or code comments with that. Please prepend your fix code comments with at fix. Okay, here he added debug log. Replay has gone out of sync. All bets are off. In-game replay. Playback CSC. What is this? Game logic frame get frame minus get frame minus get frame. I guess it's to see which frame exactly has mismatched. Okay, what's the difference here between get frame and then deducting the get queue size? Maybe because if you just get frame, it will just detect, or it just prints out the frame we add right now, but it's not the frame that we have mismatched at. Hmm. Get frame. Can we get to this function? Handle CSC message. This code, hold on. Is this just debug code or is this? This function here in game UI message. What is this function? Message. Message. Display a message to the user. Add message text. I wonder if this message here should be gated behind the internal macro. Let me see other examples of this. Yeah. What did he say about this? This fix isn't much use for the player. Yeah. I mean, if this shows to the final player, this message, CSC mismatch, does it have any use? Doesn't hurt, I guess. If it's just temporarily shown, it's probably fine. Otherwise, we could gate it behind the internal macro, but maybe that's not necessary. Maybe we can just always show. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Is multiplayer. New CSC info. Is multiplayer. In case we restart a replay, we need to clear the command list. Otherwise, the CSC message remains and messes up the CSC calculation on the restarted replay. Mm-hmm. Prepend with bug fix. Fix. So what? It wasn't a user-facing bug. Fix. Okay, I'm not yet fully sure what this here is. Let me see. Queue size. So queue size. Where's the queue? The queue is. What is a queue? mdata. mdata. Huh? Is that in the CPP? mdata. It is. Okay, list. There we go. Okay. Okay, how's this data used? What is this? Add CSC, pushback, read CSC, which will pop it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So this add CSC, when is it called? From play, handle CSC message from playback. Huh? Mm-hmm. So when it comes from the playback, then it just gets recorded in here. And if this is false, then what? Then if same player, look at player index. Mm-hmm. This is awful here. This player check here is awful. I wouldn't be wondering if there was some error here, but maybe it's correct. Okay, so the CRC message concerns all players. It can come from the playback or not. And here's just a new CRC that's coming in. Where's this guy called? Logic message dispatcher. Message logic CSC. Don't even put this in release. What? Let's see. Well, if someone can hack this, then they can also hack this. So that's pretty stupid. That's pretty stupid. Just flip this to 0 and the CRC check is gone. Yeah. Well, that's awful. What does argument 1 mean? What is argument 0? Oof. Oof. What the hell? Oof. Oof. Ooh. Jesus Christ. Haha. It's not that much. Huh. It's not that much, but there's a lot commented out. Interesting. I wonder what this refers to. There must be some definition of this, but this is really awful because like it's really error prone, right? Oh boy. I wonder where this is defined. Message, game message. Like, how do we know what kind of fields that should be in this message? How do we know this? Like how do we know how do we know there are two arguments, first of all? And how do we know that the first one is supposed to be used as an integer and the second as a boolean? Like, where is this information? Oh, that's really awful. That's really, really bad. Well, I guess... type. I'm shaking my head. Nah. Maybe that's something to look into another time. But I find this very concerning. Very, very concerning. There needs to, because there's no strong guarantee that this is used correctly, right? Like, what if there's a mismatch between the arguments set and the arguments taken, right? So I guess there's like a function which says set argument, right? Let me see. Well, append. Yeah, so that's like a set argument. So you push the arguments with specific types, and then you expect to index into them, assuming you know what these guys are. That is awful. Oh man. I wonder, is there like an assert when you index return data? It's a union. Yeah, could be anything. That is really bad. There's no validation. There's no validation. Oh my gosh. Oh, let me put this in a note. Maybe this deserves a report. Okay, this is really terrible. Like, it's so easy that there's a bug hiding, but how do you see this bug? Like, you get no runtime checking here. It's outrageous. Okay, so let me search for the CSC thingy, right? CSC. Yeah. So I guess there's another code place where this is set, right? Let me see. No. No, this one is not. This one. No. 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 Aha, there we go. Here it is created. So it depends the integer argument and then the Boolean argument. Yeah. Yeah. Playback. Dang. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to what we actually wanted to look at. Oh boy. Okay, so I do wonder why set local player is only called here in the code. By moving this to the constructor, this entire method is obsolete and should be removed. What? Set local player is only called here in the code. Ah, okay, so he says it's only called here, and since it's removed, might as well just remove this entire function. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Since basically it's now set in a constructor. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Here, so get frame. Get frame minus get queue size. So queue. But it is not. Replay has gone out of sync. But it is. Handle CSC message. So if I understand this correctly, okay, so the question is, does this new CSC come in every frame? I think we need to put a breakpoint here and have to check it out. I currently don't understand. Let me actually use the branch from Helmut. Which we don't have added here right now. Helmut, his branch is that. It's this one, right? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, that's on the initial. Okay. So he's working right off on top of the original. That's funny. Okay, so I will rebase this guy on top of this one. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what we do is we compile this guy, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Perhaps this happens. Okay, so basically we just need to verify this one here. I'm not entirely sure about that thing. Um, add a comments below that we have enabled this again. Tweak. Enabled the message again. Enabled and improved the message. Or enable. Wait for comments. What? We never use past tense, right? Message is enabled and improved. How do we? I already forgot how we comment. Code. No. we use this, okay. Then we say enables and improves the message. Add a comment below the EA comment that we have enabled this again. Enables the message again. The CRC mismatch message again. Yeah, okay. The other stuff looks plausible to me. So did this compile? Yep. Okay, let's put a breakpoint in here. Yeah, let's de-optimize this guy. Okay. Oh. Okay, so first we need to create a replay in this version. IT is not. Right, that's something we wanted to look at last session. That's really interesting, isn't it? So IT. Interesting. So this is 0 in there. This is working just by chance. Huh. Interesting. Okay, let's just build some stuff here. There we go. Build a bunch of things here. Okay, move a bit around, kill some stuff here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's quit this. Then we go to load replay. And we load last replay. There we go. Good, so from playback, true, add new C, okay, return, okay, next. From playback, false. How do we know it's from the same frame then? Guess we just have to trust it. Playback. So he put this there in anticipation of what exactly? Queue size. So this will always result in 0 right now, because we get one CRC message. How at which point would the queue size become larger than 1? Do we know? Yeah. When is in which event would be the queue size larger than 1? Let me ask him in the review. Maybe he can explain it. I checked in debugger and mdata. Why does he call it queue though? Is there any precedence for calling it queue? Checked in debugger and mdata was only ever of size 1. In which event would this be larger than 1? So let's read CRC. Actually, it won't even be 1, because when we read CRC, we pop. So now data is 0. Yeah. I checked in debugger and mdata was only ever of size 1 and would be 0 here. In which event would m data be larger than 1? When entering this function, and would be 0 at this place. In which event would m data be larger than 1? So the result of this would be a mismatch at current frame minus 1. Why is that? The result of this would be a mismatch at current frame minus 1. Why is that? Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe he can explain this thing. I don't see that it makes sense. So right now the way it runs, the way it was before, was just get current frame makes perfect sense. And this makes no sense because here it would then basically say that the last frame was mismatching, not the current frame, the last frame. But why? I don't understand. Maybe there's some higher thinking about this. I don't see it. Okay. Okay, let's look at this top comment here once more, which I didn't understand in the beginning. For some strange reason, the CRC in the replay isn't saved for the frame it is generated on. The CRC in the replay isn't saved for the frame it is generated on. Isn't saved for the frame. Instead, our CRC message that is received from ourselves is saved to the replay as the game is played. Our CRC message that is received from ourselves is saved to the replay. Maybe I'm too stupid, but I have difficulties understanding this particular paragraph. Perhaps it can be improved to make it easier to understand. Maybe I'm really just too retarded. But I have difficulties understanding this text because I don't know like which CSC he's talking about. Like, so for example, like, I don't understand. Maybe he should clarify. Okay, now we're talking about the recording. Now we're talking about the playback. We're talking about the network CSC, or something like more specific. I have difficulties understanding this. I read it a couple times now, and it causes confusion. Add a comment. Buff this line that we have enabled this again. So this is multiplayer. What is this used for then? Skip one. I'm a bit confused about this here. Let me see. Actually, let's add the comments above here. I'm confused about this here. Is multiplayer the best condition? Is multiplayer a suitable condition? Should it rather not? Should it instead be is playback? No, I think he mentioned that on single player it's different, right? Let me see. In multiplayer, not in single player games. Okay, no, then it's correct. Okay. It's multiplayer. Okay, no, then it's fine. Okay. I see. Okay, no, then. Skipped one. Not skipped one, skipped one, true. Yeah, okay. Huh. It's more like a hack, right? Yeah. Okay, but if it works for now, then I guess it's fine. Let's jump a few more times in here and see if CSC info data would ever be larger than 0. Oops. No. Let's put a breakpoint in here. Yeah. Okay. By the way, why does this list look so broken? Jesus Christ. There's like a map up here somehow. Okay. Good. Yeah, I think the change overall is fine. Just need the comments need some improvements. And this one, I don't understand why he put it there. But yeah, otherwise it makes sense. Yeah. Well, one more thing. So here it would return 0. That's probably fine, yeah. Yep. 10. Good. Let me submit that review. Good. Okay. Set up WW audio required for W3D view. Okay. fix compiler errors. Let me see, commits. All these things are required here? I'm a bit confused. Library source. All these WW dependencies are required. I mean, it looks suspicious because here on the other ones, like www download, it just adds common. Here we have just two things. One. Yeah, so the other guys, they link to much less things. I'm asking because all the other www libs have a lot less dependencies. Perhaps linked to www common. Okay, so what do we have here? Oof, why is this necessary? Huh? I'm surprised by this thing. Huh. That is weird. Is there any precedence to this? W3D new. There's no precedence to this. Huh. There's no precedence to this thing. Is this really required? I did a search for W3D new, and there is not a single hit, so no precedence. What was the compiler? to search for that, and there's not a single hit, so there is no precedence for it. Yeah, there's no precedence for this thing. Everyone else just writes it like this without the colon. I mean, what this does is it says, please look for this in the global namespace, right? But I don't, this shouldn't be necessary here. Dynamic vector class. Dynamic vector class, friend class. Do we have precedence of that? Make these private unless make these private unless actually unless it is used in derived class. It is needed. What is this? Why is this moved? Because this one is here. Instead of moving this, can you forward declare? What is the error? Yeah, to me it looks like we can keep this here and just forward declare audible info class here. All right, because this also changes publicness. It changes the publicness. Let me get this change. I want to see it. So that is this one here. Fetch and prune. Yeah, okay, so the question is this really needed as public? And did you only move it? Did you only move it because it's used here before? Why is this moved? Can you forward declare audible info class in protected visibility? Actually, I'm actually not sure if it's possible to forward declare in classes, but maybe it probably is. I can't recall having it ever done, forward declaration within the class. Yeah, typically you just move things to the top, but in this case, to keep the div small, on the other hand, I mean, forward declaration is kind of stupid. Maybe it's better to just move it. Yeah. Yeah. But then it should be moved into protected. Let's see. Let's try to find this guy. There we go. Okay, so we moved this to the top. Here. No. Where's this class used? Audible info class. I don't understand. Okay, let's see if this is used outside. Doesn't look like it. What is this here? Revert this. Instead, move the above. Instead, move the above int index out of the loop. Int index equals 0. The review probably takes longer than it would have taken me to do this change myself. Good, so we got this guy. Yeah, so this one was moved from there to there. Maybe we can move it back and check what the compile error then is. So we take this guy and we move it below collection methods. Where is it? I don't see it. Collection methods, there. So what's the problem here? Error. Cannot access protected. Okay. So it's only about the visibility. Okay. Then just add a public here and then a protected down here again. This is about visibility. Visibility. Just add public. Just add a public before this and protected behind. Just add public before this class and protected behind this class. Yeah. Do not move. Okay, then we can cancel this guy. Yeah. Yeah. And so here, my suspicion on these guys is that these guys can be private. So this can be public, and then here protected, and that should compile. Yeah. And this guy, I guess, has to be public. Let's see. Doesn't need to be public. So if we remove these guys, so it's complaining about active count, vector active count. Okay, so it looks like we only need these two. Yeah. All this needs is CPP. All this needs is that. And private visibility. This one is a function. What is it? Vector class. Okay, and let me check this guy here. Let me see the compile error. Well, we would have to compile in VS6 then. Well, let's see here. Here it compiles fine without. So is this required? Did it search on? There's not a single hit, so there's no precedence for it. What was the compile error? Yeah. Comments. This should be moved to a common dir since the dirs are exactly the same. I also don't understand this comment. What? This should be moved to a common directory since the directories are exactly the same. Huh? I don't understand what this means. Maybe I'm just retarded to understand what the people write. It could be. Which directories is he talking about? Okay, let me add labels, build, tools, minor. 0. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's get to the next thing. Let's see this one. Removes WP audio. Minus 33,000 lines. 34,000 lines. So that is... Let's see. That looks simple enough. Removes one header here. Game speech, which looks like a very empty header. Huh. Okay, so this header somehow is missing stuff, but the CPP is there. Huh. Speech request, speech manager. Okay, so it's simply not used and can be removed. Okay. WP audio. Okay, I guess that's fair. So this is build. minor. Maybe we should add a new keyword, like cleanup or something. I don't know. By the way, the rendering is quite dark, isn't it? Build minor 0. Okay. Milestone. Looks good. Let's say good. Good. Looks good. Remove WP audio. There we go. Remove WP audio. This is only 0 hour, isn't it? Hold on. Oh, it's also generals. Okay. Okay. Generals. Okay. Okay, well, finally a quick one. Yeah. Partially cleans up wwlib. This is mostly legacy code from Red Alert Yuri Revenge. Okay. Oof. Okay, let's collapse these folders to get a better overview. Okay, so you removed some headers here. Why is this commented? Bui.h. You removed this file. Can the file is deleted? Just remove this line. Or is there any need to keep it? What is this here? It's taking out the trash. Thompson's is taking out the trash. Yeah. Any.cpp. Okay. Blowfish. Boah, how many files are there? Jesus Christ. Win.h. Okay. The smartphone, though, what is this? What the fuck is this? Doesn't look very smart. Huh? What is this? What? That's wild. That's wild. Okay, seems to be it's just those Boolean thingies, right? Yeah, otherwise it's just removing files en masse. Yeah, so yeah, both generals in 0 hour. What is this int CPP? It's a lot of micro here to click those buttons. Okay, why is this commented out here? Create thumbnails. Why is this disabled? No, okay. Yeah, so I don't know why this one thing is disabled, but it change looks good. Oh, file is deleted. Just remove this line, or is there any need to keep it several times in this review? Nice. Taking out the trash. Good. Okay, so this is also built. Minor channels 0. Good. I think I will take a break here. Has been almost 2 hours. Yeah. Good. Take a break. Then, yeah, next session we continue with the reviews. Looks like that will be the only thing we will keep doing. Just reviews. Yeah. Good. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.